Hi, everybody. I know this is not my um normal video topics and stuff. But I've been a little interested. So I have been I've been in the process of doing some motorcycle shopping. So I currently have a 2015 Victory cross country. Love the bike. Beautiful bike, dream bike. I've always been a fan of Polaris, and at the time when I was looking at it, I was looking at either a road glide or a street glide, and the prices that the Harley Davidson wanted were just absolutely ridiculous. And for $6,000 cheaper, I found the Victory Cross Country, and I love the thing. It's an absolute blast to ride. The only issue that I'm having is that it's a pretty heavy bike, and my wife does not enjoy riding on it. Basically because it is so heavy, and you really have to think things through. And I don't log a lot of miles. I've owned it since 2017, and I've only got 10,000 miles on it. So I don't log a lot of miles. I use it mainly for commuting. But recently, I've been having some knee issues and just little things like that, joints and stuff. So I kind of decided that I was going to start looking into downsizing. And I was looking at the Triumphs. The Triumph Bobber Black was the one I was really looking at. Kind of something old school. I want something old school, something I can do a lot with, play around with it and keep it, for a while. And my years really, I've gone from the Bobber Black to the Street Bob, anywhere from 2014 up to new. So I've been kind of looking around. I've absolutely loved the Indian Scouts from the day I saw them, but I always viewed them as more as the size of a Sportster. And because occasionally we do ride two up, I didn't really think it was a good thing, because the Sportsters are too small. My uncle had one. We rode it for a while and everything. So I haven't seen too many videos and stuff with people riding two up on Scouts. So, but I love the look of them. The Rogue was probably something I was really, really interested in. I was leaning towards them because I always feel that the quality is as good as Harley from what I've seen. And I know, like, I'm bitter because they stopped making Victory, and I feel that a lot of what we saw with Indian was future versions of Victories just rebadged. Right or wrong, Indian people are going to be pissed at me, whatever, that's fine. So, but the reason why I'm making this video is because they just released the new version of the Scouts. So they've updated the frame, the motor, the fenders, the body. Pretty much it's a complete overhaul. And so the question I had, and I haven't been able to find it, is what's going to happen with the current inventory? Like, is it worth buying the newest Rogue or the Sport, whatever it's called, or is it worth going and buying the current Rogue that's out? I mean, I do understand the suspensions have been updated. They've made some changes. They've taken some of the criticisms and the feedback that people have given them over time and made improvements. But is it enough? Is it enough to justify spending? Well, let's see. If we go here, so I don't know if it'll show it, right? Scouts. So the limited here is 15 grand, which this honestly would probably be the one I would get. If I was going to get any of them, it'd probably be this one. I know the 101's really cool, and I know the 101 really has a cool look to it, and I know it has more power. I'm not even opposed to a Sport Scout because I don't really care. It's mainly color. I don't really care about all the rider stuff. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I don't need the cool little lens, the screen. I don't need any of that stuff. So let's say I was going to go with this one, right? The Sport Scout Limited, because I'd go with this color. So this one is 15, let's say 14 grand. Well, the current one is 14 grand, right? I don't know if I can find it here. Probably don't have it. That's the new style. Well, let's go here. We'll go to the 60s. Because I was actually looking at the 60s. All right, so this one's 11, right? So I'm almost thinking that the main motorcycle, and the funny thing is, the reason why I like the 60 over the other is because it doesn't say Scout on it. I feel like the tank is just so much cleaner without Scout. And I understand this, the Scout is significant because it's part of the history of it. And I do know like the exhaust drags and stuff like that. But I'm wondering, and I have about 2 hours away, I think, is my closest Indian dealership. And I'm really curious to see when the new models come out, how much lower is this price going to get? Because they're going to want to move the old ones. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I don't care about power. I'm going to do the speed limit. I don't get too worked up over any of it, right? So my question is the old Rogue going to become the 60? I don't know how they're going to do it. But the question I have is that if you compare, how much cheaper is last year's model going to be? And is last year's model really that bad? I mean, is it worth it? Usually you don't buy the first year of anything. So I'm just thinking, it's like, would it, if they're selling this one, wherever the hell it went, sorry, if they're selling the Sport, they're going to sell the Sport for 15. I'm pretty sure that's what the current one's being sold at. So if the current one even drops to 12, is it worth the extra $3,000 to get this? Or are you better off to get the 12? I'm just curious. I'm excited to see. Jesus, I'm really whited out on the screen, but I'm really excited. Interested, I guess, is more the word. Is what is going to happen? What's going to happen with the old Scout? How cheap is it going to get? How much cheaper, I should say, is it going to be? And is it worth taking a shot and just grabbing it? Because part of the thing that it's hard with my Victory, because for whatever reason, because Victory doesn't make them anymore, everybody's panicking that there's no parts, there's that. No, I've never had an issue. This thing, 10,000 miles, I haven't had a single issue with it. I don't ever foresee it needing anything. Everybody I know that has one has 60,000 plus miles on them. They don't die. They don't break. Very seldom do they break anything. And if they do, it's a wear item, which cables and all that stuff. And so Indian kind of made me a little nervous because if they don't sell very good, they'll do the same thing, because it's not like a single entity company. It's multiple things. So they're not going to let one piece of Polaris sink them. So that's my question. I've been looking on YouTube. Nobody's covered this. So I wanted to cover it. I wanted to see how much of a discount do you think they're going to be? And is it worth saving the money to buy the one that's been, granted, it's been built for the last 10 years. But is it worth it? Or you just let them go and then buy the new one? I don't know. I'm in the process right now, like I said, of doing some shopping. I've been mainly leaning towards 103s, a couple Dynas, either the Street Bob or even the Wide Glide, because I don't think there's anything that sounds quite like the 103. I love that, the potato sound, and that's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm just curious, that's all. Normally I do gaming videos, but I am a motorcycle person. I love motorcycles and I love riding. And when I saw this, I didn't see anybody covering this topic. So I kind of wanted to touch on it, put it out there, see if people click on the video and maybe I get some feedback. If you do have a Rogue and you do ride 2-Up, I'd love to hear about it. Because like I said, I've looked many times. I haven't seen too many pictures of people riding 2-Up on Rogues. And I'm kind of interested. I know it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room on the damn things, but I'm just, like I said, I'm in a process of a bike. And if I can buy, to me, instead of buying a used bike for 12 grand, I just didn't buy a new bike for 12 grand. So that's kind of how I am, because it's probably going to be the last bike I buy. I don't know. So anyways, take care. If you do ride, be safe. People don't pay attention like they used to. And who knows? Maybe I'll do more. I kind of want to start a second channel and do a little bit more motorcycle stuff, but I'm pretty busy with my gaming stuff. So anyways, take care. Have a great day. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. What you think of the new one. I think the new ones look pretty freaking phenomenal, but I also think that about the old ones. So it doesn't really matter either way. I love them both. I think they're both great. So anyways, thanks for watching. And who knows? Maybe I'll see you in the next one, or maybe you'll click on one of my other videos. I appreciate it. Bye.